Hello my friends, Phil Pravda here. Welcome back to another video, and I hope you've been liking all of my unboxing videos that I'm doing for you. Mostly unboxing of shoes because that's part of my business. Custom made shoes, custom made suits, jackets, shirts, ties, pants, coats, all things custom made in Italy, and I hope you're watching those. But this is going to be an unboxing of a different kind. For those of you who do watch my videos, I did a review of this microphone right here, the HyperX Quadcast S, if I believe that's the right name, long name. And it was a great review about, real world use, basically how I like using it. And I'm going to do the same thing right now for another item, because if you notice the desk, it's not all a big mess like it has been in the past videos. It's a little bit neater, but the laptop is not here anymore. It used to be in front of this wide screen. And that's because we made a new change. We have added the Mac Studio here to the studio. And the Mac Studio is going to allow a lot of things to happen a lot faster, including video and photography. That is all what's done here with the clothing business. We're making videos for YouTube, and we're doing photographing, like you can see here right on the big screen, all the new shoes and new belts and leatherware, including bags and duffel bags that we're making for the spring season. And we're putting up this new gallery so you can see a lot of finished product, and we're doing a lot of photography for that. So Mac Studio, of course, you can just go on the Apple website. You could read all about the different versions of the Mac Studio. The one we're going to use here is basically the base version, but it does have a 2 terabyte hard drive. But that's not what I'm doing the unboxing for. Not this, because everybody knows what this is. What I'm doing the unboxing for is this. The Logitech Craft keyboard with the knob right there. There's actually a knob that you can turn right on the keyboard. And actually I opened it already because we're using this computer here in the studio. And I just wanted to talk to you about this just a little bit. Not to go into all the technical aspects of every little bit of minutia. You can go on the Logitech website. You can look that up. You can go on the Dell website. Dell.com also sells this Logitech. And that's actually where I got mine. I'll tell you why I got it at Dell in a couple of minutes. But this, and I never had a like an external keyboard, and I really wanted to buy the Apple keyboard, the Apple extended keyboard. I really wanted that, but there was a reason why I didn't get that keyboard, and I'll tell you why also, and that has to do with Dell too. But anyway, the Logitech keyboard, it came in this really nice sturdy box. Keyboard obviously is right here on the desk. I'm going to pick it up in a minute, but I want to open this box for you just to show you how this came. It came beautifully wrapped. This very hard plastic sort of like cutout, so it didn't move inside this box. And then it came wrapped in similar to what Apple does. They wrap their devices in this nice sort of matte finish plastic. And then you had, again, what was on the bottom here, you had the USB to USB-C. I have that right here, actually. This is the USB to USB-C cable, like that, for charging the battery that is in here, because this has Bluetooth, but it also came with a small USB receiver, which is actually, I think, better than Bluetooth, because Bluetooth, the connection can go up, connection can go down. This little receiver, it's the size of less than your thumbnail, basically, and that connects into the USB port. The Mac Studio happens to have 2 USB-A ports. It connects into one of the USB-A ports, and you get an immediate connection with your Mac. I use Mac, so I have to talk Mac. I can't talk PCs. But you get an immediate connection with your Mac for using this wireless keyboard. As opposed to saying Bluetooth keyboard, this is actually real wireless keyboard technology. And here it comes with a little quick little booklet on how to do a little quick start right there, which you can do. And what's nice about this keyboard is that because of this knob, and I'm going to pick up the keyboard right now to show it to you, it is pre-populated with certain functions for all of the Adobe suite of software there. And of course, some other things that really have more to do with the PC than necessarily with a Mac. But all the Microsoft software like Word and PowerPoint and Excel all work with the knob. So let's take a look at the keyboard itself and talk about it. First of all, it's a backlit keyboard. I'm going to pick it up here to show it to you. It's a completely backlit keyboard. Remember, it's from Logitech, but I said I did get it from Dell, Dell.com. Backlit keyboard, has a little on-off switch right here. There's a light over here that lights up on and off while you're charging. And then you have this knob. But I want to tell you something. This is heavy. And what's great about a heavy keyboard is that when you set it down on your desk, like right here, and you want to type, it doesn't move. Look, it sits right in this spot. I mean, sure, you could push it, but it's not that easy because it's got these little rubber feet on the bottom. It's actually this whole long piece is got long rubber feet here and long rubber feet over here. But oh, see, I tapped the knob by accident and it says it automatically opened Apple Music. So it's got these great keys, full keyboard with a numeric keyboard on this side. And first, like I said, is the weight of this. It's a nice heavy weight. I also like the angle. You can see from this side that this is built out a little bit. So when you put it down on your desk, you have a nice little angle. You can see here. So it's raised up a little bit from the back. And it's a dark sort of gunmetal gray with black keys. Now these keys, let me tell you something about these keys. These keys, it's hard to explain. They're really springy. They're not mushy and they're not springy, but they feel so nice to touch and just to press down. Like you could type, like you want to sit down and you want to type Gone with the Wind, 1,000 pages. That's what these keys feel like. Much different than the Apple keyboard. Much different than the keyboard on my MacBook Pro. Now that's an older MacBook Pro. It's 2017, and Apple has changed the keyboards on the MacBook since that since that time. But it has really nice keys, and it's and it's quiet. So I really, really like it. Of course, all the keys have the depressions. Now let's talk about this. Let's talk about this knob. This is a weighted knob. So if you ever turned a weighted knob, it's got small little clicks. You're not going to hear them, but when you turn it, it's sort of haptic in a sense that, and you could see it's changing things on the screen. I'm turning the knob, and it's changing the things in the tabs that are open in Chrome, because this knob is also configured. Oh, see, this knob is also configured for Chrome, the Chrome browser, that is. So you can turn the knob to change for the different open tabs you have on Chrome. You could turn the knob in Adobe Premiere if you're making videos in Adobe Premiere. Using Photoshop, it does different things in Photoshop. And you could also tap the knob for choosing things. So let's say you don't want to tap. Look, I have the trackpad here. This is the Apple trackpad that I use. I opted not yet to go with the mouse from Logitech. They got a beautiful mouse, but I opted not to go with it yet. So I got the Apple trackpad, so I use that just because I'm used to using the MacBook Pro trackpad, so I use the Apple trackpad here. But to tap on things and to choose things, you could just tap right on this knob, and it will select things for you. And you can also push down on the knob. So it's tap, it's push, and it's turn, clockwise and counterclockwise. And you could program it to do a lot of different functions. And built in to the software that comes with it, which you'll get from Logitech automatically, is pre-populated with certain programs such as Excel and Word and all the suites, all the things from Adobe. And also Chrome recognizes this keyboard is there. So it says, hey, you could use Chrome with this knob also and do a lot of things just by turning a knob and not having to use arrow keys and not having to use your trackpad to, swipe left, swipe right, or pinch in or zoom out. You could just easily turn this knob and it just works great. Now, let me tell you why I chose this. And I guess price was a big thing. This keyboard is $199 on Dell.com. Not cheap. Now the Apple keyboard in black, I think is the same price, $199 or $179. But the reason why I got it from Dell, and it's a Logitech keyboard, even though it's a Dell from Dell.com. If you have American Express, and if you have an American Express Business Platinum card, which maybe some of you out there do, they give you $200 credit sort of every 6 months on Dell.com. So you can go on Dell.com, buy something for $200, and then in a matter of 5, 6, 7, 8 days, American Express gives you a credit back on your credit card for that purchase as part of an arrangement that they have with Dell. So I had never used that credit, and it's a use it or lose it type of thing, so you can't accumulate like $1,000 in credits and pick out a great monitor. That you can't do. But I knew I was going to get this new Mac Studio and I would need a keyboard because I didn't have a keyboard for it. And I really didn't want to go into Dell because I'm like a Mac person. I like using Mac, and I've been using Mac since the 1980s. Can you believe it? I could tell you stories about old Macs that I had and all kind of stuff I would do with the Macs that forget it. Today it would be easy to do, but those years was tough because there was no internet in those years. You know, swapping 3.5-inch discs. Oh, the computer needs the disc. I'll run my program. The computer needs the disc. Run my program. Swapping discs back and forth all the time. You know, those 3.5-inch floppies. I even had the 5.25-inch floppies, the little flexible black ones. But in any event, so if you have that card, you could buy something at Dell.com, whatever you want, and $200. Even if you buy a monitor that's $500. American Express will give you $200 back automatically. So this keyboard was $199. It's very interesting to me. Hadn't seen it up close. Of course, you can return things if things don't work out. But then I saw this at another store online, B&H Photo, which many of you might know, a very popular company website here in New York City. And they had the same keyboard for $159. So I sent an email to Dell and I said, hey, by the way, do you price match from another company? They say we do. So they price matched this keyboard, the $199 for the $159, and then I got the credit from Dell for the difference, so I still have a little bit more to spend, but if I don't spend it by December 31, I'm just going to lose it, but then the $200 starts again. So I'm not sure what I'll do. I could pick up the mouse. The matching mouse to this is $99, and maybe I'll pick that up. I have, what, $40, $45 credit or something, you know, something like that. Or and I could put that towards the mouse and pay the difference, or I could just wait till January and I could pick up the mouse for $99, and basically Amex will give me back the credit for that entire mouse. But in the meantime, I did get the trackpad from Apple because I like using that trackpad, and I just want to tell you that if you're in the market for a keyboard, try this out, or some version of a Logitech if you don't need this sort of dial on here. If you do a lot of video editing, photography, that dial might come in handy for you. So, you know, just something from a real world perspective, things that I use, things that I like to use. I like the backlighting. As soon as your hands get close, boom, the lights come on, you know, right away. And it so far it's working out pretty well using this. The Mac Studio is over there, not even on the desk. It's way off the desk someplace else, but it's there, it's connected, it's up, it's running this monitor. I may have to get a larger monitor because I lost out on using my MacBook Pro as a second monitor. I know I can connect it and have the mouse go between the two. I could do that, but I'm looking at the 43-inch Dell monitor. If any of you have a nice monitor that you use to do certain things, you know, leave me a comment down in the comments down there. Tell me what kind of monitors you use, if you're using Macs or PCs. I'm not doing any gaming, things for productivity. Tell me what you like, and I'd love to look into what you all have at your own desk setups. So that's it. Just something quick here just to show you this. The Logitech. Oh, by the way, it's called Craft. Just so you know, I'll show you the box one more time. The Logitech Craft keyboard. This is not a promotional video. I didn't receive any money. I bought this with my own money. Just telling you guys what I like. And I know a lot of people like the video I did on this microphone. Got a lot of nice feedback. Some people emailed me some questions about that microphone and my setup with connecting it to my iPhone, how all that works. And you know, just want to give you some suggestions about things that I use. If you need some stuff, you could always pick that up. If I had discounts for these things, I'd offer them to you, but I don't have any of those things. Maybe one day we'll have it. So listen, have a great holiday season. We'll see if we'll be back before the end of the year with another video. Not sure. We do have some merchandise coming in right before the end of the year. Some very, very unusual, very exquisite, and very elegant things coming in, but I'll make that a surprise for another time. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all again when I'm back at it.